We are at Taman Negara. That's the national forest near Kuala Lumpur. It took us about 4 hours to get here by bus. And there's the river. And that is going to take another 2 hours by boat to get there. Taman Negara is something we've been really looking forward to because it's called an ancient rainforest, 130 million years old at least. So we're going to do a lot of activities here. We're going to do a night walk, a jungle walk at night. And we're going to do something that I would call whitewater rafting, but here they call it rapid shooting. And there's going to be a village, some kind of traditional Malaysian village called Orang Asli we're going to visit. And then there's a kind of a longer 3-hour jungle trek and canopy walk as well. So a lot of stuff to do over the next couple days. So we're really excited. We're going to bring you along with us to check some of this out. We have light. This is the chalet. Wow, we paid extra for this. 2 beds, 3 beds, and like 3 dressers and tables, and a little makeup table, and a very normal looking bathroom. Showers with no curtain. End of the room tour. All right, it's dark, and you know why? Because we're about to go on a nighttime jungle hike to a what I would call blind, but here they call them hides, where you can kind of conceal, camouflage yourself, and try to see the animals that are out at night. So we're gonna. I doubt I'll be able to film much doing this, but I just wanted to check in as we walk down there, and we'll let you know later how it was. Okay, I know these videos are going to come out bad, but I'm going to try to show a little bit of what we found on this hike, this night hike. We saw something called a slow lorry, which is kind of like a miniature sloth. We saw a flying lemur. We saw tons of those stick bugs, you know, the walking stick bugs, and spiders, and 2 black scorpions. My first time seeing a scorpion in the wild, and a bunch of other thing, actually a tree snake, so many little things. I only caught videos of a couple of them, but I'll throw them in here anyway. All right. Well, it's the next morning. This is our full day here in Taman Negara, and we are heading to a canopy walk. We got to go back down towards the river, take a boat, and it's supposed to be the largest wood and rope hanging suspension bridge canopy walk in the world. We'll see about that, but it's 510 meters. That's more than a quarter mile, so it should be really cool.
Would you call me oblivious, stuck in my time?
All right, what we didn't realize is there's a canopy walk, and then there's a hike to Teresek Hill for a viewpoint. We didn't realize the hike was first to the hill. So we're gonna do this first and then hit the canopy walk on the way down.
But I won't even mention it.
So you remember when we were in Penang, we hiked up Bukit Hijau, which meant green hill. Bukit meaning hill. Now we're going to the Teresek Hill, which they would call here Bukit Teresek. And I think we're approaching it. And this is how I learned a little bit of Malay along the way.
Stuck in the shadows. shadows. I'll face it all on my own. I'll face it all on my own. Are you feeling good now?
Yeah, I gotta keep dreaming, gotta keep going. Yeah, I gotta keep pushing, gotta keep breathing. Yeah, I gotta keep working. Yeah, at least for the moment, it's not 1 in a million. And I want my man.
Okay, forget everything you know about canopy walks. This is the best canopy walk I've ever done. It's more like an obstacle course. The boards on there are maybe 10 inches wide, and when you walk on it, it wobbles and you're unsteady. You feel like you're gonna fall, and then when you look down, it's so far in some of these places that you cannot see the bottom of the forest. That's how high we are in some of these walks. So this is amazing. You should definitely come to Taman Negara just for this at least. All right, I'm gonna walk and talk a little bit while I climb down these stairs, which are the exit of the canopy walk. So that was amazing. The hike, the canopy walk was so good. And now we go for lunch, and then part 2 is the whitewater rafting, or I should say rapid shooting. And then, oh, there's some treacherous stairs here. Whoa, oh my God. After the rapid shooting, we got the Orang Asli village. So there's a lot more to come. All right, it's time for rapid shooting. We're heading down to the river again. And I think I'll tell you one thing most people don't know about me. That is, I have one real phobia, and that is whitewater rafting. And the way I think about these things is, how would I die if I do this activity? And I've been skydiving, and if you think about skydiving, if that chute doesn't open, I don't think you're going to feel a thing when you hit the ground. But with whitewater rafting, if you go over, you're going to be like a pinball underneath the water against the rocks, come up for air, go back down, gasp. I mean, it's just going to be a slow, horrible death. But I don't think this kind of trip is going to be like what I have in my head, so I'm going to go for it and see how it goes. I got the order a little backwards. We're doing the Orang Asli village first. Let's check it out. So we learned a lot about the Orang Asli people and how they used to live, and a little bit of how they live now, even though they're more integrated into society a little bit. They have local jobs. They don't have to live off the land, although they can. It was fascinating. So the next stop is now the rapid shooting. So hopefully I'll conquer a fear today. Well, we just finished the rapid shooting and got soaked. I'll admit I was a little bit nervous at first, but then realized the rapids were not high, and it was the boat driver making the boat go back and forth to splash us really good. So, okay, not really the rapids I had in mind when I was talking about my phobia, but yeah, we'll say it counts. That's a fear conquered, at least for today. And that also ends our trip at Taman Negara. We go for dinner in a couple hours, then we have breakfast tomorrow morning, and we head home, and that's it. So, awesome trip. Highly recommend Taman Negara. Bye.